Chainsaw Man kicks off with a hard-hitting, no-holds-barred introduction to Denji, a guy neck-deep in shit thanks to a mountain of debt left by his deadbeat dad. Denji's got it rough, working like a dog for the Yakuza to pay off his dad's mess, with his only friend being Pochita, a little devil with a chainsaw sticking out of its head. All Denji dreams of is a halfway decent life, fantasizing about eating good food and getting laid. Denji's life is one shitty job after another. To make a dent in the debt, he hunts down devils for peanuts, getting jerked around by the Yakuza who couldn't care less if he lives or dies. Denji and Pochita have a bond that's deeper than just survival. It's real, forged when Denji saved Pochita's life, and now they're in this together. But things go from bad to absolute hell when the Yakuza fuck him over. They sell their souls to a zombie devil for power, stabbing Denji in the back and leaving him for dead in a dumpster. As he bleeds out, his blood reaches Pochita, who makes the ultimate sacrifice, merging with Denji to give him another shot at life. This scene is a gut-wrencher, with Pochita becoming Denji's heart, asking to see his dreams come true. Reborn with chainsaw powers, Denji's got chainsaw blades bursting out of his body, turning him into a one-man slaughterhouse. Fueled by rage, he tears through the zombie devil and its horde in a bloody rampage. It's a savage, no-mercy massacre, with Denji cutting through his enemies like a hot knife through butter. He's a whirlwind of destruction, driven by pure, raw fury. In the aftermath, drenched in blood and surrounded by carnage, Denji meets Makima, a cold, captivating woman from the Public Safety Bureau. Makima's got this dangerous allure, and she's not someone to fuck with. She gives Denji a choice: die as a devil or live as a human under her thumb. Her offer is dripping with dominance, hinting at the twisted power dynamics to come. Denji, lured by Makima's magnetic presence and the promise of a better life, chooses to live. She drags him to Tokyo, a sprawling beast of a city that's a far cry from the dump he used to call home. Denji's wide-eyed, amazed by all the city has to offer, but reality slaps him in the face quickly. He meets Aki Hayakawa, a devil hunter with a stick up his ass who thinks Denji's a joke and a liability. Aki decides to scare Denji off by taking him on patrol. They bump into a weak-ass devil, and Aki figures Denji will chicken out. But Denji slices through it like it's nothing, driven by his simple dreams of getting laid and stuffing his face with good food. Aki, pissed off and maybe a little jealous of Denji's dumb yet pure desires, drags him into an alley and beats the crap out of him, trying to make him quit. Denji's not having it. He's not here for heroics. He just wants to enjoy life's basic pleasures. Makima, being the cold, calculating type, forces them to work together. Denji moves in with Aki, and it's a shit show from the start. Their interactions are hostile as hell. Denji's lack of manners and obsession with simple pleasures like eating toast with jam and dreaming about girls drives Aki up the wall, especially since Aki's all about duty and discipline. Then Denji meets his new partner, Power, a devil-turned hottie with a killer instinct and a love for chaos. She's a handful, and Denji, ever the simpleton, is both scared and thrilled by her wildness. The episode wraps up with them getting ready for a new mission, setting up more crazy shit to come. Denji, the wild bastard with chainsaws for hands, is now officially part of the Public Safety Devil Hunters. His new boss, Aki Hayakawa, thinks Denji is just some dumbass punk who got lucky, so he decides to put him to the test. Aki takes Denji on a patrol around the city, hoping to scare him off with the gritty, gruesome reality of their job. They end up confronting a fiend in some shithole apartment. Aki expects Denji to freak out or at least hesitate, but Denji just cuts the fiend down like it's nothing. He does it fast, too, showing a bit of compassion that pisses Aki off because it means Denji's got more heart than he thought. Enter Power, a crazy-ass fiend who's part of their team. She's got a serious bloodlust and a major attitude problem. When she shows up, it's chaos right from the start. She's loud, violent, and has zero respect for anything or anyone. Denji is both shocked and weirdly impressed by her. Power, always driven by her insatiable thirst for blood, strikes a deal with Denji. She promises to let him grope her tits if he helps her save her pet cat, Meowie, who's been taken by a devil. Denji, being the perverted simpleton he is, jumps at the chance. They head out to some creepy-ass house in the middle of nowhere to get Meowie back. Power's backstory comes out, showing she's got a soft spot for the cat, which is about the only thing she seems to care about. Just when Denji thinks he might actually get to touch some boobs, the Bat Devil shows up. This monster is huge and ugly as fuck, and it quickly becomes clear Power set Denji up. She planned to sacrifice him to the Bat Devil to save her cat. Denji, pissed off but not surprised by the betrayal, decides he's not going down without a fight. The battle is brutal as hell. Denji goes full Chainsaw Man, tearing into the Bat Devil with everything he's got. Blood, guts, and gore fly everywhere in a nasty, no-holds-barred fight. Denji's driven by his stupid dream and a newfound sense of duty or whatever. After a savage showdown, he finally takes down the Bat Devil, saving both Meowie and the treacherous Power. Power, who realizes she misjudged Denji, starts to see him differently. Maybe he's not just a horny idiot with a chainsaw fetish after all. Despite her betrayal, Denji saved her and her cat. She's not exactly grateful, but there's a new respect there. Denji and Power deal with the fallout from their last battle. The episode kicks off with a flashback to Power's savage past. She was a total lunatic living in the wild with her cat, Meowie. Back then, Power was a ruthless, self-centered psycho, only giving a damn about herself and her furry buddy. In the present day, Power's been dragged in by public safety, and Denji's yanked in for questioning. Makima grills him hard about what went down with the Bat Devil. Even though she's all up in his face, Denji sticks up for Power, claiming she's not a bad egg. Makima, intrigued by Denji's brutal honesty and his creepy obsession with breasts, decides to give them another shot, but only after laying down some serious ground rules. Makima throws Denji, Power, and Aki into the same shitty apartment, which Aki absolutely hates. The episode dives into the clusterfuck of their new living situation. Power, clueless about basic human decency, trashes the place. She won't flush the toilet or shower, driving Aki absolutely insane. Denji, while pissed, is more fixated on his promised reward from Power, getting to grope her breasts. As they adjust to their chaotic new life, Denji's simple desires drive him. Power keeps causing trouble, leading to a ton of hilarious and infuriating moments. Aki, the only adult in the room, tries to keep things from falling apart, which just adds to the comedy. Things get serious when a new mission comes up. Makima sends the trio to hunt down a nasty devil hiding in an abandoned building. Denji, Power, and Aki head out with their own grudges and goals. Power, now a bit more cooperative because she owes Denji, fights alongside him despite her wild ways. The episode hits its peak with a brutal showdown against the Leech Devil, a gross creature out for revenge on Denji for killing the Bat Devil. Denji, outmatched but too stubborn to quit, goes all out, driven by his quest to touch Power's breasts. As the fight heats up, Denji's chainsaw powers activate, leading to a bloody, intense brawl where Denji tears through the Leech Devil with raw, savage power. Just when things look grim for Denji, Aki jumps in, using his Fox Devil contract to summon a massive fox head that gobbles up the Leech Devil in one bite. Aki's display of power blows Denji and Power away, showing what a real devil hunter can do. After the fight, Aki gives Denji a serious talking to about teamwork and strategy, making it clear that being a brute isn't enough. Denji, though grumbling, starts to understand why working with his new team matters. Makima gathers the team and informs them about a new mission. There's a nasty devil on the loose, and they need to take it down. This devil, known as the Eternity Devil, has the power to trap its victims in an endless loop of torment. Denji, Power, and Aki gear up and head out, ready for another round of hell. They arrive at a creepy, rundown hotel, the supposed hideout of the Eternity Devil. As they step inside, the atmosphere shifts. The air is thick with tension, and every shadow seems to hide something sinister. They move cautiously through the building, but it doesn't take long before they realize they're trapped in a never-ending corridor. No matter how many doors they open or stairs they climb, they keep ending up in the same place. Power, true to form, suggests blowing the place to smithereens. Aki, trying to keep a level head, insists they find a more strategic approach. Denji, caught between wanting to smash things and trying to find a deeper purpose, struggles to stay focused. As they bicker, the Eternity Devil makes its grand entrance, laughing at their futile attempts to escape. The devil offers them a deal. Hand over Denji, and it'll let the others go free. Power, without missing a beat, considers it, but Aki stands firm. He refuses to sacrifice Denji no matter what. A brutal battle breaks out, with the Eternity Devil using its powers to warp reality and screw with their minds. Denji, pissed off and frustrated, transforms into his Chainsaw Man form and starts tearing through the devil's minions. The fight is bloody and intense. Denji's chainsaws roar as he hacks away at everything in his path, with Denji's chainsaws ripping through meat and bone. He's driven not just by survival but by the promise of a real kiss. Covered in blood and guts, Denji grins like a madman. The devil, desperate now, tries to bargain, but Denji just keeps slicing and dicing. He remembers Himeno's promise of a kiss with tongue if he kills the devil. This bizarre motivation gives him the strength to finally deliver a fatal blow, causing the Eternity Devil to crumble. The 8th floor goes back to normal and they're finally free, but the team celebrates their victory. Back at their headquarters, a wild party kicks off. Booze flows and the atmosphere is electric. Himeno, keeping her word, pulls Denji into a sloppy kiss, much to his joy. But then, she pukes in his mouth because she's so drunk. The scene is gross and hilarious, a perfect example of the show's twisted humor. As the night goes on, the hunters bond over their near-death experiences. Aki and Himeno share a moment, reflecting on their past and the grim future ahead. Cranks up the chaos right from the get-go. The night before, Himeno, plastered as all hell, hauls Denji back to her place and tries to get into his pants. Denji, the poor horny bastard, almost goes for it until he remembers the damn lollipop Mikima gave him. Yeah, a lollipop. He pulls back because he's saving himself for her. It's kind of sweet, in a twisted, messed up way. Come morning, Himeno's relieved nothing happened and they share breakfast, plotting like two school kids. Himeno promises to help Denji hook up with Mikima if he helps her snag Aki. It's all friendly and nice, but you know this show, things are about to go to hell. Cut to Mikima on a train to Kyoto, minding her own business, when suddenly, bam, some goons pop up and shoot her in the head. The scene's bloody and brutal, just what you'd expect. Mikima's dead, or so it seems. Meanwhile, Denji, Aki, Power, and Himeno are chilling in a restaurant, probably the only calm before the storm. This random guy starts talking crap and then, without warning, he pulls a gun and shoots Denji right in the head. It's absolute chaos. Aki, quick on the draw, summons the fox devil to eat the guy. But of course, it's not that simple. The bastard's a hybrid like Denji, part human, part devil. The guy, who we later know as Katana Man, busts out of the fox devil and the fight's on. Aki's slashing away, using his cursed sword, trying to take this guy down. He gets in some solid hits, but then Katana Man's buddy, a mysterious chick, shows up and revives him. Now it's 2 against 1, and Aki's getting the shit kicked out of him. Himeno, desperate and bleeding out, begs the ghost devil for help, offering up her whole damn body. The ghost devil goes all out but gets wrecked by the snake devil summoned by the mysterious chick. Himeno's body starts vanishing piece by piece until all that's left is her clothes. The episode wraps up with a gut-wrenching scene of Aki realizing Himeno's gone. Aftermath of the ambush by the Katana Man and his accomplice, Akane Saotari. The Special Division 4 team is left reeling from the attack, with many of its members dead or gravely injured. Denji, having been sliced in half, is seemingly out of commission, while Aki is left devastated after seeing his comrades fall. Mikima, who was presumed dead after being shot, is revealed to have survived. Her mysterious abilities are showcased as she uses an unsettling and powerful technique to eliminate the attackers who ambushed her. By sacrificing convicts and using their names, Mikima is able to crush her enemies from afar, a scene that is both brutal and awe-inspiring, highlighting her as a formidable figure within the organization. Kobeni, who had previously been portrayed as a timid and fearful character, has a standout moment in this episode. After initially fleeing from the fight, she returns with newfound resolve and demonstrates surprising combat prowess. Kobeni's agility and skill allow her to hold her own against the Katana Man and Akane, rescuing Denji's body in the process. This unexpected bravery and competence add depth to her character, revealing layers that were previously hidden. Denji, though initially incapacitated, is revived and joins the fray once more. His battle with the Katana Man is intense, showcasing Denji's relentless fighting spirit and the chaotic, visceral nature of his powers. The clash between Chainsaw Man and Katana Man is a spectacle of violence, filled with high-energy action and gruesome scenes that highlight the brutal reality of their world. Denji and Power being rushed to the hospital after their brutal encounter with Katana Man and Saotari. Denji, despite his severe injuries, remains in high spirits, joking about how many times he's been hospitalized since becoming Chainsaw Man Power. On the other hand, is more irritable, annoyed by her own injuries and the inconvenience they pose. Meanwhile, Aki is struggling with the loss of his colleagues and the realization that his contract with the Cursed Sword Devil is taking a toll on his life. He has a moment of reflection in the hospital, where he contemplates his dwindling time and the sacrifices he's making. This scene is poignant, highlighting Aki's vulnerability and the heavy burden he carries. Denji and Power, after recovering, are summoned by Mikima for a special training session. They are introduced to a new character, Kishibe, a seasoned devil hunter known for his unorthodox methods and ruthless training regime. Kishibe's introduction adds a fresh dynamic to the series, as he immediately puts Denji and Power through grueling and often brutal training exercises, aimed at pushing their limits and enhancing their combat skills. Kishibe's training methods are extreme. He repeatedly kills Denji and Power, only to revive them and continue the cycle. His philosophy is that only through death and resurrection can they become stronger and more resilient. Denji and Power, despite their initial resistance, slowly start to show improvement, their bond growing stronger through shared suffering. Amidst the intense training, the episode also delves into the budding relationship between Denji and Power. Their banter and camaraderie provide moments of levity in an otherwise grim episode. They begin to understand and rely on each other more, hinting at a deeper, more meaningful partnership. The episode also explores the larger political landscape within the Public Safety Bureau. Mikima has a meeting with high-ranking officials, where it's revealed that there are internal power struggles and differing agendas within the organization. This subplot adds layers to the narrative, suggesting that the threats Denji and his team face are not just from devils but also from within their own ranks. Towards the end of the episode, a significant reveal occurs. Saotari, who was thought to be a mere subordinate, is shown to have a deeper connection with the series' overarching antagonist. Aki Hayakawa, still recovering from his injuries, receiving some bad news from a doctor about his shortened lifespan due to his contract with the Cursed Devil. Meanwhile, the higher-ups in public safety decide to rebuild Division 4 with a stronger focus, bringing in new recruits and reorganizing the team structure. Denji and Power undergo harsh training sessions with Kishibe, a seasoned devil hunter. Kishibe's training methods are brutal as he repeatedly kills them to test their limits and force them to improve. Aki is determined to become stronger to avenge him Ino. He is introduced to the future devil by Kuroz and Tendo, two public safety devil hunters. The future devil agrees to make a contract with Aki, but only after ominously saying that Aki's death will be the worst imaginable. The exact details of the contract are not fully revealed. Mikima briefs the team on their mission to raid the hideout of the Gun Devil's followers. She emphasizes the importance of this mission and the high risks involved. Kishibe warns Mikima about the potential consequences of using unorthodox methods and questions her true intentions. The team prepares for the assault, with various members of Division 4 being shown readying their weapons and abilities. Division 4 members engage with the enemies, showcasing their unique abilities in combat. Denji, Chainsaw Man, and Katana Man. Both characters are determined to settle their score. Aki, still recovering from his injuries, faces off against Akane Saotari and her Snake Devil. The Snake Devil is a formidable opponent, but Aki remains determined. In a pivotal moment, the Ghost Devil, which had been under Akane's control, extends a hand to Aki. This moment is symbolic as the ghost devil was previously contracted with Himeno, who sacrificed herself for Aki. The battle between Denji and Katana Man escalates to a rooftop confrontation. Both fighters sustain significant injuries but refuse to back down. Denji uses his resourcefulness and tenacity, ultimately gaining the upper hand by utilizing his chainsaw in a creative way, severing Katana Man's limbs. With Katana Man subdued, Denji decides not to kill him immediately. Instead, he ties him up, intending to hand him over to the authorities. Power arrives on the scene, offering some comedic relief and showcasing her loyalty to Denji. Aki confronts Akane, who attempts to summon the snake devil to escape, but she is stopped by a mysterious force. It's revealed that Akane has been orchestrating the attacks on the public safety devil hunters.